she was 16 months old, and later on took both of my daughters to Oregon on one of Dad's fishing trips. He wanted his entire family near him as much as possible. One of my fondest memories is of watching my father writing on a novel aboard his yacht, The Fisherman. He worked hard, in deep concentration, writing in longhand and practically oblivious to everything and everyone around him. On his chest were curled 2 kittens. He loved cats, and according to my mother had 19 at one time, all of which she had to care for and feed. I can't remember anything about our life in New York City, where we spent the winters before finally settling in California. I do remember the summers in Lackawaxen, Pennsylvania, and the trips from the East Coast to the West Coast and back each year before Dad finally decided to live in the West. If The Adventures of Finspot has a moral, it must be to stay at home or stay together. The story is about an inquisitive little fish whose mother gave him orders to remain at home while she went away in search of food. But Finspot could not resist the temptation. He had to take a look at the area surrounding his home in the coral. The result of his disobedience was more trouble than he had bargained for, and some very narrow escapes. He barely made it home. I cannot recall the story made much of an impression on me at the age of 10. Perhaps I missed what my father was trying to say to me. He was always overprotective with me since I was the only girl. He thought there was a lot of white slave trade and kidnapping going on those days, and he may have been trying to instill a fear in my mind or make me aware of the dangers to girls. At any rate, he wrote the story, had it typed, and made into a small booklet held together with 2 clasps. It remained practically unnoticed until recently, when its existence became known and others became interested in it. This story is probably my father's only effort at literature directed to a 10-year-old schoolchild. And even today, I think it is a beautiful story. The Adventures of Finspot by Zane Grey. Finspot always peeped out of the little door of his coral home when Mama or Papa were out getting food for dinner. But never before had he seen so many pretty fish and seaweeds and strange things. He could see far away from the coral, through the green water, to where it turned gray and big sea monsters swam like shadows. Finspot grew very excited, and for the first time he wanted to swim out there all by himself. Indeed, he was so excited that his mother caught him sticking out his nose. "Finspot, you are a bad little fish," she scolded, and she spanked him with her tail. It had sharp spikes on it and hurt very much. "Mama, I was only looking," Finspot said, with his tears falling. "Yes, but your mother knows what that means. You want to swim away all by yourself, don't you?" Finspot was hungry and began to eat the bits of moss and coral plants she had brought back in her mouth. For the first time, Finspot had a taste of tiny snails that she crushed with her jaws. They were new food for him, and the more he ate, the hungrier he grew. "Your brother Slash did the very same thing," went on his mamma. "And one time he swam away and never came back. Papa hunted for him and found his scales by a giant crab's hole. Slash had been eaten up." Mama was sobbing now. "Mama," cried Finspot, sick to hear that. "It's high time I told you. I've wanted to, but your papa would not hear of it. Finspot, the fish of the sea, little and big, kill and eat each other. Only a few of us, like Pipe and Angel Feather and Blue Stripe and Spotted Trunk, and fish who live near us in coral homes like ours, live mostly on the things that are not flesh. All the rest of the fish in the sea spend their days and nights swimming about to kill someone to eat, or to keep from being killed. And the beasts that are not fish, the moray and the crab, the octopus, the spiders, the terrible sharks, they are worse. They suck your blood or tear your flesh to pieces." Finspot